Welcome to the show.
Right in the morning.
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
Right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it.
Coffee with Nikkie.
Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. I know y'all like Nikki. Here you go with this BS again. When you gonna show your face, girl? When you gonna show your face? Listen, I gotta get out of this thing and get into my makeup bag. Cause listen, it's so much easier not to do my makeup. And I know I could just show up any old way, but why would I just show up any old way when I could show up the right way? So I got to get myself in order, and that is what we're gonna be talking about today, is getting ourselves in order. Also, I want to talk about yesterday. I went live, y'all. We went live, and I'm going to talk about that a little more. Today we got a rainy, dreary day. It's been rainy and dreary since I want to say about Sunday. We just been raining, which is good for the soil, which is good for, if you gardening or anything, but it does feel a little dreary. But one thing about me is that I love a storm. It doesn't matter. It could be a snowstorm. It could be a rainstorm. I love storms. So, yeah. So that's kind of like what we're talking about today too. Listen, I didn't think about that till just now. So Alexa is going to work today. But yesterday I went live and I was talking about my digital book. Y'all going to be hearing about it because I have a goal and I want to meet and exceed it. So if you ain't get my book, get my book. But I went live and I was showing you how to work through the book. I'm super excited about what I did because I didn't just create an ebook. I created, like Miss Linda said, I created a digital experience. So it is not necessarily, it is an ebook in reference to the information that you receive, but it's also kind of like I did it in a presentation form where you're able to go in and you're able to look at videos that I made for tutorials and not leaving the platform to do so. There's drop down like little toggles where you can go in and you can drop down and get more information. Like, I'm extremely proud of myself with this whole digital experience, and I think I'm going to change the name of it and call it a digital experience because I think that is so, it fits. It's really fitting. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome into Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie. This is your daily cup of information and inspiration. I am all over the place with all of the things that I wanted to say. Yes, I know I want to talk about all the things that can work, but I also want to say, I want to talk about where you're at, right? Because a lot of the times, and I started one way this morning and I was like, maybe I want to talk about this. Then it took me in another direction and it took me in another direction. And I wanted to say, like, when everything is going well in business or whatever, you don't look at the holes that you have, right? When everything is going well, you don't have to really pay attention to that. You overlook it because things are working, right? But it's not until things slow down, that's when you start to pay attention to, like, why this hole now is a huge hole, right? Now this hole is like, you can't even go over it with your tires without jacking up your hubcaps or whatever you call them things, right? It's a problem, right? And we don't look at these problems when things are going well. When you got the customers coming in, everything is moving smoothly, everything is working, right? So you don't overlook it. You think, oh, I'll get to it when I can get to it. And then when everything starts slowing down, you realize how big of an issue that it was, and it should have been adjusted then, right? One thing that someone used to say to me all the time is that prevention is better than cure, right? Because if you knew that there was a problem a long time ago, then you should have did what you could have done to prevent it from becoming a bigger situation. So now you got to do everything to try to mend it, or to try to seal it up, or to try to, fix it. And so now everything just feels like, well, why didn't I do this before? And then you kind of like think like, I should have done this. I know better. Why didn't I do that? And I'm gonna say this as an entrepreneur myself, because I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and this is the facts, right? I don't think anybody is going to get away from this, right? You have to make sure that you are taking the measure the precautions that you need for your business, because times are going to get slow, things are going to die down, you are going to have to figure out how to pick things up and how to bring it back to life. You're going to have to do that, and you don't want to wait until it's dead to try to resuscitate it, right? You want to, if you see that it needs a lifeline, just like anybody when you're sick, right? When you see that you are sick, when you symptoms or something, these are kind of like your warning signs, right? You don't just full out be like, oh yeah, well, I'm all the way sick, right? You got warning signs. You got the stuffy nose, you got the runny nose, you got the, maybe you got some little a rash that is forming, or maybe your heart starts, you have a shortness of breath, or maybe you have pain in your legs, or maybe it's more difficult for you to walk, maybe you're getting more winded. Like, you have symptoms before the big thing happens, right? Before the major event happens, there are symptoms before you get there, right? Sometimes, I can't say every time that happens, but the majority of the time it does happen. You have like warning signs before your body just conks out and gives out, right? Same thing with your business, right? There are warning signs that you're going to see in your business. And if you know that these things could potentially be an issue for you, you have to start making some kind of adjustments. You have to start seeing what is it that you can do to make it better, right? Because you don't want it to be so bad. Now you got to really try to dig yourself up out of something because it created a big issue for you. So I say all of that to say that we're going to be talking about that today. We're also going to be talking about stop overlooking the old to get to the new. So I had a lot of things, like I said, y'all just follow me. I swear I'm gonna bring y'all back. I had a lot of things that I wanted to talk about today, and I wanted to talk about it from, again, when times are good, everything is fine, everything is happy. But when times start to slow down and you got to figure out things, I don't want you to feel discouraged, because these are the things that happen. This is something that goes along with entrepreneurship, and you're going to have to pivot. I'm watching a lot of, and not just myself included, right? But I'm watching a lot of bigger names and companies. They're going through this right now, right? They're trying to get recognition. They're trying to pick themselves up out of a hole that they dug in, or just things ain't moving the way that they used to move. And so since things ain't moving the way that they used to move, you got to pivot. And so, like I said, I had so many directions in which I wanted to take this conversation. So we're going to take this in a few places. So y'all, like I said, y'all stick with me, because I swear it's going to come back around, right? Swear it's going to come back around. So welcome everybody to the room. Make sure that y'all share this live out with some people. Let them know we're over here and we're popping. And let me check and see who's in the building, and we can get right into it. Good morning, Big Meech. Big Meech is in the building. Y'all already know how you doing, Big Meech.
I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. Hallelujah.
Big Meech in the house. Big Meech is the math matching. Let the people know she also said, please
hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Good morning, my good sister, HBIC, a BCMC, and a BCMC University, the one hit wonder of the world, the rap legend, the rap god, the princess of Ghana, the jewels of Ghana. My good sis, Jewels is in the building. Good morning, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? She said beautiful blessings on this Tuesday. Wait a minute. Wait, beautiful blessings on this Tuesday, people. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Did she say morning? Okay, on this Tuesday, people. So happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, like Basie would say, who is right there. Like Basie would say, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Nobody has a thing before. Is it Terrific Tuesday? Y'all be having those names before the day. What is today's theme? Is it Terrific? Good morning, sis. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. And you already know what we do over here. You better thank a union member. You better what? You better thank a union member. Indeed. Good morning, sis. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle Robinson. How are you doing this amazing morning? Michelle Robinson says, good morning, lovely people. How are you doing over there in Canada? How's everything over there? Let me know. Yes. Raining here too. Yes, it has been raining. I already told y'all, my friend in Missouri, she got snow already. So hot mess express. It's cloudy here also. Okay. Good morning, Melissa. How are you doing this amazing morning? And how's our beautiful baby Mariah? Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Yes, how's baby Mariah, our beautiful niece? How's she doing? Yes. I'm beyond blessed. Yes, and yes. Melly Mel is back. Come on, 2 days in a row. Melly Mel is back. What's going on? How are you? And y'all already know she said it's Terrific Tuesday. And this is what we got to do.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Yes. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, cousin said Grand Rising, my hearts. How are you doing this amazing morning? Is it raining out there? Because it's raining over here. Did you have to drive into work in all of this rain? And y'all already see what she said, y'all. So if y'all
hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Go ahead and hit the button, please, and thank you. Vasey said your body will always give you warning signs. Listen. Before the big, nobody could say, oh, I had no idea that was going to happen. Your body done gave you some warning signs. You done had them headaches. You done had, like I said, you done had them cramps in your leg. You overlooked it talking about, oh, I just was working out a little too much. Overlooking things, right? Listen. If your body could give you warning signs, your business is giving you warning signs as well. Do not overlook them. Good morning, Miss Anita. What? Miss Anita. What? Miss Anita. Hey, good morning, Miss Anita. How are you doing this amazing morning? Christina's in the building. Hey, Christina. How are you doing this amazing morning? I hope all is well with you. We got Miss Linda in the room. Miss Linda, did you hear me talk about you in this digital experience? Yes, that's what I'm calling it. It is a digital experience. And if you purchase my book, listen, I already told y'all, I'm not even hiding it. I have a goal of hitting a certain amount of selling my book. So if you did not get my book, I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and buy my book. Buy the book. I got a pig. What did Jennifer Lewis says? I got a pig and a book, something like that. I forgot, but I was singing that song when she came out with that song a while ago, and she was doing some content on her social media. But I'm gonna need y'all to go on ahead and grab it, because like I said, when I put my hands to something, listen, there's magic in it. It's magic in it. So make sure you go on ahead and get it. Miss Linda said, good morning, everyone. I am blessed, favored, and ready for my more miracles today. Come on, more miracles. She didn't say a miracle, not a few miracles. She's waiting for more. She wants more, not two. She wants more. Keep them coming. Yes, I love it. Terrific Tuesday. Thank you. You better thank a union member. T-shirt Tuesday. Kay would definitely say T-shirt Tuesday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We had our Thanksgiving yesterday. Come on, Thanksgiving. And my daughter and I threw down in the kitchen. Hey, let's go. You made rum cake? Jamaican rum cake? Nikki, give Melly Mel a trivia question to see where she... Oh, Melly Mel. Chantel came for you, girl. She said give you a trivia question. Let's see. Chantel, why you still trying to come for my card? Listen, they crazy. Yes, it is an experience. Yes, that is what it is, the digital experience. So hope everybody got it. If you got the book, put a 1 in the chat and let me know if you like it. And listen, if you took my class, I gave a whole free class. I do free classes so I could get feedback. Listen, the class was booked to capacity. And I only have 4 reviews. So if you have not reviewed my class, you've gotten an email, and you got an email with the I even gave you a replay. I didn't even say you have to pay for the replay. I even gave you a replay. So I just need the feedback. I just need you to answer the survey. Like, that's all I need. I think that's a good exchange, right? Free class, and I need a survey. That's it. I think it's a win-win for both of us, right? So if you have not filled out your survey, I need you to, okay? I need you to fill out your survey. I want to know how I did. I want to know how I can do better. I also want to know maybe, there's something else that I should have offered, or, I need to know that. That feedback is very, very important to me. So please make sure you go back and fill out your survey form. Again, it is in your emails. Everybody who took the class, you've gotten an email from me, again, with the replay, with the form, and also I think I gave you the link to the book too. So you have all of those things in your email. If you have not received an email from me, please check your spam. Please check your spam. And I think I even put it in the Facebook group. If you're in my Facebook group, listen, y'all have me begging for likes. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Y'all have me begging for y'all to fill out a survey. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Y'all gotta help me out here. Help me out. I help you. You help me. One hand wash. What is it? One hand wash the back. I don't remember. One hand wash the other and both hands wash the back, right? Let's help me. Let's help each other. Help me help you. Help me help you, okay? Rum cake is for Christmas. Thanks for the reminder to start soaking the fruits. Ooh, that's going to be some good fruit if you soaking from now. If you soaking that fruit from October, ooh, yeah. They're going to be good and drunk off that. Oh my gosh. Listen. Thank you. One hand wash the other, both hands wash the back. All right, y'all. So again, I need y'all to put ready in the chat if we are ready to discuss what we're going to talk about today. Oh, yesterday, put ready in the chat and I'm going to share something with y'all. Yesterday, I created another GPT because I be having these ideas and I'm so glad that I'm able to have the ideas and have the means to create the idea with the use of AI. Makes it so much easier, right? I didn't need a developer. I didn't need anybody. I created this thing on my own, and I created it based off of my ideas. And I created a GPT that helps you to create digital ad content. So it'll give you ideas on how to create your ad, what kind of ways to say it, what should you put where, what platforms to use, what hashtags could you use, and just images and all of that. Like, it is so good. It is so good, so good, so good. So I will be putting that in my school community. Again, I always say, Nikki, you said you was, I know. I am building it out. I am currently building it out. And it just takes a lot, because to create something I'm creating something new, but I have all these other things that I have going on, and all of the things going at the same time. As you know, something is always going to slip through the cracks. Nothing is ever going to get all of your attention if you got a lot of things going. And so that's just what happened with my school community. It was one of those things that, yes, I was very excited about doing it. And then I started, and then other things happen. Life happens, business happens, responsibilities happen. And then, I just took my eyes off of it. So, I am working through it and on it. And so it will be, like I said, it will be up soon. I am going to do a membership. Some people have their like $5 memberships and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea, but that's a little low. And they have some great information, but I think the information that I'm going to have in my school community, and not because I think I'm better than anybody, although I think I am. Let me just put that out there. I do. I think I'm the best. I'm the best. And you should think you're the best, right? You should think you're the best, because who else is going to think it for you if you don't, right? So I think what I have to offer is going to be I don't want to say way more valuable. It depends on what you're looking for, right? It depends on what you're looking for. But I think my community is going to appreciate everything that I put into this school community. And like I said, I have been working, I have pages and pages there in front of me right now, pages of what I want to do and how I want to have you experience how to work through it. Because I think, again, like I said, I think the way that I teach is the way that I learn, or the way that I perceive that you learn. You know what I'm saying? And so I think coming from that perspective, it helps me to create or teach differently. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope that you all appreciate it, even though I told y'all before, my mother told me a long time ago days that I should have been a teacher, and I rebelled because I didn't want to be a teacher, and I definitely didn't want to be what she said I was going to be. Not because there's anything wrong with my mother, but you're a girl, and you just think that you want to do your own thing and live your own life, and you don't want nobody telling you. You're trying to make up your own rules, and trying not to go your own way. You're trying to do all of those things, but your mama be knowing. Your parents know. I don't want to say parents, but your mama knows for sure. And so my mom's been telling me since forever that I should have been a teacher. And I've been teaching all my life. I shared that with y'all. I've been teaching all my life. I am the oldest of my brothers and my sisters. I'm the oldest from my mom. I'm the oldest of the children. So I was always the teacher. I was always the one that was the nurturer, or, taking care of home when she had the work or whatever. I was always that person. And it parlayed into what I do today. So, yeah. So with that being said, we're going to get into today. Let me check and see. Miss Anita says she ready. Good morning, Martini. I shared this with everybody yesterday. Martini generated an image. I was like, ooh, Martini, you are so fresh. You are so fresh, but it is so beautiful, though. It is a beautiful picture. I absolutely love it. Good morning, Cree. Good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Yep, and here you are teaching, right? And my mama was right. Listen to your mamas. Listen to your mamas. Sometimes your mamas ain't right, but use your discernment. Use your discernment. But yeah, my mom's been telling me I'm supposed to be a teacher. And I shared with y'all before, like, I had a neighbor who everybody thought they wrote him off. Like, they thought he just was a bad kid and he didn't listen and all these other things. And he went to school, and he was always getting, like, he would never get at least a 50 on his spelling test. He will always get like a 10, a 20, a 0 on his spelling test. And I'm like, why is he getting 0s and 20s and 10s on his spelling homework, right? Because I was watching them while their parents had worked or whatever, because I was working from home. And so I was like, why is he getting these 20s and whatever? So when they had to do homework, because I didn't play about homework with my kids. My kids had to sit at the table and do their homework. It was no distractions. It was no nothing. You sit at the table, do your homework, right? So they had to do the same thing. And so I seen the way he was learning, he wasn't even studying. He didn't know how to study because he didn't understand what he was doing. And so I taught him how to study. I taught him how to it was spelling. Spelling was his problem. And I taught him, ways and techniques for him to get his spelling in order and just to remember things. And he was getting 90s and hundreds, and then his whole everything turned around because now he was able to pay attention in school because he wasn't bored or not understanding something. He was grasping everything and he was able to retain it. And so that just changed everything about his, and he will say it too, changed everything about his outlook in school. And from primary school all the way into high school, he took that with him. And so the principal, who was my son's second grade teacher, she would always send me messages like, don't you want to come into the school system and teach? Don't you want to do this? And again, me being who I am, talk about, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Here I am. And so, so I actually changed his outlook, and because I didn't write him off. You know what I'm saying? All of the teachers was writing him off and they just thought he was a bad kid. And he wasn't even a bad kid. He wasn't a bad kid. He did some bad things, but he wasn't a bad kid. And so I say all of that to say I've always had that kind of, is the word affinity for teaching. And like I said, because my mother said it, I was trying to rebel. I was going in the opposite direction. But I say it all of that to say, y'all get the new me. Y'all get the new me, and here I am teaching, and here I am embracing it. So I am definitely embracing that. So so the digital ad, that's what I have, and I'm going to be putting that into my school academy. Also my Nikkie GPT. If you have not tried my Nikkie GPT, listen, people are telling me that it's better than the regular. It's better than the regular. So that will also be a part of my school academy as well. So with that being said, let's get into what we're going to be talking about today. So again, like I said, I had a lot of directions that I wanted to go in, right? But one thing is about, preventative measures. One thing is about, don't overlook the problems so that you can start addressing them now so that they don't become bigger problems later on. That is one of the things. But I also wanted to make sure that we are loving on our old customers, okay? Love on your old customers. What is the saying? Does anybody know that saying that it's something about don't overlook the old to get to the new, or don't overlook something to get to something else? Does anybody know that saying? Let me know in the chat. You could have tutored. I could have. I did not want to have anything to do with that. But do y'all know what saying I'm talking about? Right? You don't want to overlook the old trying to get to the new is the point that I'm getting. So if somebody knows the saying, put it in the chat for me so I could properly say it. But you want to make sure that you are loving on your old customers just as much as you're trying to love on these new people, right? And I'm going to tell you why, because there's data that backs it, right? Your old customers are your faithful customers, right? You don't want to think that, oh, they're going to be fine because they know, I'm busy and they know this. You don't want to leave your old customers on red just because you're assuming that they know better, right? And like I said, I always liken the business to a relationship. Why do I do that? Because I just think they go hand in hand. To me, when I look at it or when I speak about it, it feels like how you speak about a relationship, right? You take advantage of the old. You take advantage of what you've always gotten because you've gotten it all the time. And then you're always trying to, get to that next thing, and you don't appreciate what you have, right? And so it's the same thing with your customers. You don't want to do that. You don't want to take for granted that your old customers are going to be there, because let me tell you that's going to wear off real fast, right? Same thing in a relationship. It wears off real fast. And you want to make sure that you're not doing that. You want to make sure that you're showing them that you're grateful for them. Somebody put gratitude in the chat. You want to make sure that you're showing them that you're grateful for them, that you appreciate them, and you appreciate them riding with you, for being loyal to you, to supporting you, to believing in you. You want to make sure that you let them know that, because you've already established a relationship with them. And since you've already established that relationship, it's easier for you to nurture that thing, right? When it's a new relationship, it's hard, right? Because now you got to do all the things. You don't know if you got the right person yet. You don't know if you got the facade, because everybody try to do the right things when the thing is new, until, it gets old and you like, I don't think I like you, that type of thing, right? And so you the same thing with your customers. You don't want to overlook your people, and you don't want to be ungrateful because they've always been there, right? And you may not think that you're being ungrateful, but you just may just be overlooking them, and you don't want to be overlooking them to get to the new. Right? So I need y'all to put gratitude in the chat. So whatever you need to do today to show appreciation to your old customers. You may want to give them a little coupon code. You may want to just give them a thank you note. You may just want to say, appreciation note or whatever. You just may want to give them something just to let them know, like, hey, I did not forget about you. I still appreciate you. And I just want to thank you so much for rocking with me. What can you do for your old customers today? And if anybody has any ideas, please put it in the chat. What can you do for your old customers today that you can show gratitude? You appreciate them. I want to let you know, is there anything that you need? Is there anything that I can do? How can I serve you better? And I say this a lot, and we know that we need to do it. And just because we know that we need to do it, don't mean that we should, or don't mean that we do, right? Just because you know that you should do something don't mean that you're going to do it, right? There's a lot of things that I know I should be doing within my business, within relationships, within everything, but I still don't do them, right? I don't know what it is about human nature that we do this, and I don't have any science to back it, but we know that we should be doing something and we just don't do it, right? And then we're disappointed, or we're heartbroken, or we're devastated when the outcome is something that we can't take, right? Because we knew that we should have been doing something a long time ago, but then we kept on overlooking it, overstepping it, overdoing things. And then we get to a point when it's like, now everything is falling apart. Everything is just crumbling around us. And so you have to make sure that you are doing what you need to do, because again, you don't want to overlook it trying to get to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. We want to make sure that we appreciate what we have. Again, like Basie said, your body is always going to give you signs when it's starting to get exhausted, or when something is about to happen, or you know what I'm saying? Your body will give you those signs. We cannot overlook those signs. And we want to do the same with our customers. We do not want to overlook our customers trying to get to somewhere else. We need to be able to appreciate what we have. And two things can be right at the same time, right, y'all? Two things can be true. You could appreciate the old, and you can still have respect for the new. Or you have respect for the old and go for the new. You still can do both things, right? But what happens is we get so hyper focused on the new, because new feels better, right? New feels different. New feels, oh, shiny, oh, pretty, oh, new love, oh. All of that feels good. But you overlook the old, and we can't do that. We cannot do that. So what can you do today that can show appreciation for your customers? What can you do? Send them a message, send them an email, make a social media post about them. Ask them, hey, where my day ones at? Do something like that. Just let them know, hey, I still see you. Yes, I'm trying to acquire new customers, and I should be, right? Yes, I should be trying to acquire new customers, but I want to just let you know I'm loving on you today. Love on your customers. Listen, we're warming them up. The holiday season is coming up. The holiday season is upon us. So we need to be warming up our people. And I'm not saying it as we're, because we're using them. No, I'm saying it because we should be grateful for them, because they are the people that helped us to get to where we're going. Y'all feel me? These are the people that help build your foundation. These are the people who help you get the clarity of your brand messaging. This is the people that have supported your business. These are the people that gifted your products to other people, that shared your, was your advocate, spread the word out about your business. These are those people, and you don't want to overlook them, right? You want to make sure that you're letting them know, hey, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know what I know. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't. You got to make sure you let the people know that you appreciate them, right? So that's one of the things. And let me give you some data behind that, right? Let me give you some data behind that. So I think the saying is, and I wrote it down, but it still didn't feel like I got the right saying, right? Don't ignore what's valuable right in front of you while you're reaching for something else. That was one. That wasn't what I was feeling, right? And I forgot, but it's something. It just didn't feel right to me yet. But don't overlook that. The cost of acquiring a new customer is 5 to 25 times more than retaining an existing customer. So you can love on your existing customer, and your existing customer is going to spend more. They're going to want to purchase. They're going to want to support you more than the new one. The new one, you got to try to convince. The new one, you got to jump through all kinds of hoops in order for you to, even sell a thing to them. The old people, not the old people, but y'all know your older customers. Your older customers have a feel for you. They understand who you are. They know your vibe. They know your product, and you don't got to do too much to warm them up, because they're already warm, right? You don't got to do much for them. But these new people, you got to jump through the hoops. You got to do all of the things in order for you to just get a thing, for just for them to even sample a thing, right? Oh, well, I'll buy this little 2-ounce so-and-so that you got here. And meanwhile, your customers that's been rocking with you is spending $100, $200, $300 on their stuff, because they're trying to get everybody a gift. Now, who do you want to spend more time on? This new person that's going to only buy a $2 something, or you want to make sure you focused on the people that's going to really spend with you, right? So that is the data. I didn't make it up. This is what they say. It costs 5 to 25 times more to get a new customer, right? To get a new customer. So again, acquire the new customers, but again, two things can be happening at the same time. You could be nurturing and loving on that relationship you have with your older customers, and you can be cultivating a new relationship with the new customers. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. Both things can be happening at the same time, right? But do not overlook loving on your audience. Do not overlook loving on the older people that's been rocking with you, because that's your bloodline, right? That's your lifeline to your business. So you want to make sure that you are doing both. Somebody put both in the chat. Both in the chat. Both in the chat. Okay. Love the new, but appreciate the old. Come on. All right, please, everybody, hit the like button. I don't know what y'all doing. Hit the like button. I hit the like button. I hit the like button. All right, so some research shows it's even higher. Customer acquisition costs have skyrocketed by 60% over the last 5 years. If you're doing like ads and stuff like that, then you know that, hey, I'm getting a lot of eyes on me, but they're not buying. Why are they not buying? What's going on, right? And it may not even be you. You know what I'm saying? It's the way the spending is changed, and just people, the way they it's so much going on in the world. There's a lot more busyness, a lot more noise, and so they can't focus because there's too many other things. And when they try to focus, maybe like, oh, birds, squirrels, shiny things, glitter, rainbows. And then they looking in all of the other directions, and then you're not doing anything to win them back, or you're not doing anything to capture their attention, or you're not even posting content. So now you are a distant memory. They don't remember you, right? Because people's attention span is very short. It's like a snap, okay? And so you have to make sure that you are showing up. Somebody put showing up in the chat. Showing up in the chat. Showing up in the chat. Companies have a 60 to 70% chance of selling to an existing customer versus a 5 to 20% of chance of selling to a new customer. Listen, again, do not overlook the old, because the old is going to be there. That's your tried and true. They're going to be there. They're going to ride or die. They're going to ride with, but they ain't going to ride or die with you, because some of them be leaving. If you don't speak to them and they don't feel appreciated, they're going to leave you. Okay? And just by the way I'm saying things, don't it sound like a relationship? This is why I'm always making it into a relationship, because the way that we have to do things, the way that we have to maintain, the way that we have to grow, I think it's based like relationships. To me, that's what I believe, right? Your loyal customers are going to spend 67% more than your new one. Somebody put 67 in the chat. Your loyal customers are going to spend 67. That's more than half, right? 67% more than your new ones. And again, like I said, we're not saying that we're not going to acquire the new and we're not going to focus on the new and we're not going to speak to the new. That's not what we're saying. We're saying we can do both. Right? Because if our loyal customers are going to spend with us, we need to make sure that we are nurturing them. And if the new ones may not, they're not convinced yet to purchase with you, then we can, automate some things and get them warmed up. But we're not going to overlook what we already got. Right? That's like, oh, the grass is greener. That's kind of like, is that the saying that I want to say? The grass ain't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. I don't remember. But y'all know all of the sayings that I'm saying, they all still fit. They all still fit. I've named my scents, but my faithful will call them by the original scent name. Oh, you renamed them. Yep. And see, that's because you trained them. You know what I'm saying? You trained them into how you want them to, or the things that they love. They're going to talk about the things that they love and why they love it. So yes. So that's one of the things that I wanted to share with y'all. So do not overlook that. Do not overlook it. Look it. And I want y'all to write this down, put it in a post-it, put it somewhere. How can you love on your loyal customers? How can you love on your older customers today? Today. What can you do? What can you say? What could you offer? How can you show them appreciation today? I really want you to take today and to do that. And I want you to come back tomorrow and tell me if you did it and how did it work out for you, right? Did you see people just coming out the woodworks responding to you? Because a lot of the times we're posting and we get crickets because people are not responding to anything. They probably looking at it, they read it, and they kept on going. But you're going to see people coming out the woodworks talking about, oh my goodness, I haven't purchased since so-and-so and so-and-so. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad I seen this message. Oh, I'm so glad listen, they're going to be coming out the woodwork. So make sure that you are loving on your people. Okay. Make sure that you're loving on them. Give them something. Let's give them something to talk about, right? Send them something. Either send it to them or put it in a social media post. Put it in your. I don't know if I would put it in my. I would make a post about it and put it in my stories, and then come back. I would put it in my stories at least 3 times today, just in case they missed it. They're gonna see it. But I wouldn't let that be the story that shows 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to my stories, it won't be the same post over and over and over again. There'll be some stuff sprinkled in there. But yes, make sure that your customers know that you love and appreciate them. Like I said, your loyal customers are going to spend 67% more than the new ones. Okay. More. They're not just easier to sell to. They actually spend significantly more per transaction. Why? Because they know, like, and trust you. Why? Because they know about your product. Why? They know if your product works. The new people don't know if your product works. They trying to get to know you. They trying to iron out the kinks. They trying to be, you got to sell them. You know what I'm saying? Your old people don't need to be sold. Your old people already know, right? But the new people, they need to be convinced, right? They need to make you got to sell them. You got to give them a whole lot of stuff in order for them to start understanding and believing who you are. And listen, it's a lot more effort for the new people. Not saying it's not worth it, but I'm just saying it's a lot of effort. And again, both things can happen at the same time, right? Both things can happen at the same time. A 5% increase in customer retention can boost profits up to 75%. Listen, I wanted to make sure that I had some data to back that up, but y'all have to make sure that you are loving on your people. And again, like I said, both things can be right. Both things can be right. So I want to ask you all, if you feel the need, please be transparent and let me know, where is it that you are struggling in your business? Again, like I said, we overlook certain things, and I told you I was going to bring it back, right? We overlook certain things thinking that, oh, okay, if I overlook it, it's not going to show up, but it ends up showing up. It shows up and it rears its ugly head in your business, right? And so we have to start doing the things that we don't like to do. We have to start doing the work that we don't want to do, fixing the problems before they become major problems, right? If you know that it's something in your website that needs to be fixed, take the day, take the time, schedule out some time for you to fix those things. I know that I should change out my product description so that they can have better information. Also using SEO so that it can be picked up in the search engines and things like that. Things I know, right? And things that are easy fixes if I do them. Right? Things that are easy fixes if I do them. A lot of the times we don't want to do them. Again, they're not the fun things. They're not the sexy things. Those are not the things that are provocative that gets the people going. Those are not the things that we want to do. And so since they're not, we keep on putting it to the back burner, put it into the back burner, put it into the back burner until we're forced to look at it. We're forced to look at it. We're forced to work on it. And we're forced to stop everything, right? Stop everything. Hold it. Everything has to stop in order for you to fix that thing, right? And nothing is going to happen until that thing is fixed, right? And again, these are things that I say from experience, not because I heard somebody say it, not because I'm gathering information, but I'm saying these things because I know it. So if you know that there are some things that you really do need to take the time to fix, I would suggest before it gets too bad, before it's something that's irreversible, before it's something that you is too far gone, you want to make sure that you take these things and you start making these adjustments. Right? You want to start making these adjustments because if you do not, things are just going to start crumbling and, the foundation is just going to start falling apart because it's not established on firm foundation. Y'all with me? Say I'm with you in the chat. If y'all with me, say I'm with you in the chat. Nobody shared their struggles with me. Nobody wanted to share their struggles with me. You just want me to share my own struggles. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Like I said, I'm the oldest child. I'm used to talking to myself. I talk to myself all the time. I have conversations with me all the time. So if you don't want to share what you're struggling with, I just shared that one with you. And if there's something that you want to talk about later so that we can address it for Coffee with Nikki, and let's do it. Let's do it. We need to also make sure that we are paying attention to how our customers is going to go through our business. Like, what do we have in place for them? Do we have, y'all hear me say this all the time, do we have a customer journey? Like, what happens when they come to, or they sign up for your email or your newsletter or your blog or whatever? What happens when they do that? Do we have anything in place after that? Or is it, I just got the email, I got their information, and there's never any correspondence, right? So you want to make sure that if you do not have that you start establishing that. This is also going to help in the warming process of the new people that are coming into your business now. And then you may want to segment also your emails to see who's been shopping with you, who has not been shopping with you, maybe who signed up but hasn't done anything about it since then. They may not even have opened up that email. All of this information is in your analytics, in your whatever email platform that you're using. And so you want to start looking at this so that you can start making decisions based on what you're going to do to warm them up, or how you're going to move them through the process of shopping with you, right? So how are you going to move them from signing up to your email list to becoming a customer that is a raving customer? Because those are the things, that's the real goal of business, right? We want to have a lot of customers, that's nice, but we also want to have those customers that are really going to rave about our products, who really love the experience, who really love what we offer, who really love all of those things. Why? Because their real life energy, their real life that energy that they have about your brand is going to show up when they're telling this to their friends, right? And so their friends is like, oh, well, you're not trying to sell me something. Sometimes when your people tell you something and it sounds like they selling you a product, you don't really want to go there, right? You're like, you're trying to sell me something. You getting commission or something? People mind automatically go there. If y'all like that, let me know, because I know sometimes I do. And that's why When I really start talking about something that I really like, I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't getting no commission off of that, even though I should be. And I could be trying to figure out how I can. But if I'm trying to tell you something, I don't want you to start not listening to what I'm saying, because it's kind of sound like it was a salesy kind of thing, right? Because especially if it's something that I really want you to have, I don't want it to come off like salesy. So I have to kind of like say that. But you want people that are going to be your advocates. You want them, your raving customers, you want them to be talking about your product, right? Because they're going to put you in places and spaces that you are not. They're going to put you in front of their people, which are not may not be necessarily your people, right? But it's going to put you in other places and spaces where they're going to start talking about you, and their friends are going to be trying it out, right? And then when they try it out, now they got conversation going, and so now they're starting to build a whole little community based off of your brand. You're like, Nikki, that don't happen that fast. No, it doesn't happen that fast, but it does happen, right? So they're going to start talking about it, and they're going to be back and forth. Oh, girl, did you try this? Oh, yeah. Did you see this? They had this. Oh, my gosh. Did you see the new thing? How many of y'all talk about do this with your friends? I know Jules and Chantel, they do this all the time with them Telfar bags. I am never in that conversation. I am never in that conversation. I'm like, okay, they can't, I'm never excited about that conversation, because it ain't my conversation. It ain't my thing. And some people are going to be like that, right? They're not going to be excited about what everybody else is talking about because other people are excited about, but they're going to find more people. Guess what? They're going to find more people that are excited about it. Somebody may have overheard, oh yeah, girl, I got the moose knuckle bag. Oh girl, you seen they got the pink one? Oh, you got the purple one. Oh, you see the new size. Oh, you see, there's going to be people that love that, and you're going to find more people like that. What's that? Seth Godin says, people like us do things like this. I say this all the time. If you have not read a Seth Godin book, please go ahead and get you all of them. Get you a Seth Godin book. People like us do things like this. This is how you build the community, because you want to be building a community with people who do the same things that you do. They're not necessarily you, but they have the same kind of things. You're interested in the same kind of things. You can have conversations with people because you have common interests. This is how you grow community. You're not reinventing a wheel here. That you're not coming up with something, whole new concept to bring people together. You're not coming up with that. Things like this works. And since they work, you want to make sure that you are creating raving customers. You want to make sure that your experience is amazing, because why? They're going to be talking about it to the other people who do things like them. Didn't I tell you I said I was going to be going all over the place, but I promise I'm going to bring it back. So if you have not read a Seth Godin book, y'all don't even have to read it. Y'all can go get it off of Audible, and it's probably free on YouTube. Get you a Seth Godin book and understand what I'm saying, because this is how you're going to be building your community. Okay? This is how you're going to be building your community. Melly Mel says, I'm with you. My struggles haven't changed, but I had a social media post on TikTok that got over 3,000 views and a ton of comments for me anyway. And what kind of post was that, Melly Mel? That means you need to create more kinds of posts like that. What did you do? What did you say? What time did you post that thing? You know what I'm saying? What else can you do that's similar to that? If you got them 3,000 views, what was it? The sound? What did you do? Recreate it. Again, we're not the thing is about us, we think that we got to start fresh. Everything got to be fresh, new. We got to do that. No, some things just work. That's why we have patterns, because some things work. They could be a good, bad, indifferent kind of pattern, but patterns work. Patterns work. Repetition works. Why? Because that helps you retain information. That helps you remember things. That helps you to recall things. Why do you think they do it in school? Because it helps you recall information when you need it. It works. It's not something you might find new ways to learn something, but the tried and true is still going to still do what it does, right? And you want to make sure that if you found something that worked for you, how can you repeat that pattern? That's what people do. If something worked for them, how can we repeat it so that it can continue to work for you? Sean exited on. She immediately texts us letting us know it dropped. Listen, these Telfar bags, these conversations that they have, it's like me. When I tell you I mentally walk away from things, or I may physically walk away if it's something that I don't want to hear. I do that with them Telfar bags. I be like, oh, that's a good conversation. Okay. And I move on because I'm not a bag person. I am not the bag. I'm not the pocketbook like my friend said yesterday. I am not the pocketbook girly. That is not me. Moose knuckle, yes, girl, it is a moose knuckle bag. It was gold. Miss Lois won it at the oh, you seen it? Miss Lois won it at the Midwest convention conference. That was the moose knuckle one. I think that's what it was called. I think it was called moose knuckle. It was that gold metallic one. Uh-huh. You said I'm not buying any more Telfar bags. I'm done with Telfar. Till the next drop. Till the next drop. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a black Telfar bag, like a shopping bag. I do love that because that's what I take when like traveling. I put my laptop in it. I can put like basically everything in there. It's like a mini suitcase. So I do love it, but I'm not like I need this in every color. I'm not that person. I'm good with the one I got, and it does what I need. It was a simple post asking who's a better lyricist, Jay-Z or Ludacris. A lot of men answered. Now you should have, and listen, when a lot of men answered, you should have threw some men soap up there because you already on their radar. This is what I do. I ask you a question about music, but I sell soap. I asked you a question about music, but do you got a wife? Does your wife need soap? Do you have children? Do they need soap? Or do you care about what you put on your body? Listen, don't lead them people on red. Do not lead them people on red. Again, there's a habit that's shown. There's something that's being established that you can see. Do it again. Give them another artist. And Jay-Z and Ludacris are not even in the same. I'm pretty sure people said that, right? They're not in the same category. Not to me. Ludacris is more fun. Jay-Z is a little more serious. And I would even say Jay-Z and Nas because that's just a legendary battle. But yes, and I don't even think Jay-Z's better than Nas. But that's just me. Jules is gonna disagree. But Jules is gonna disagree. But yeah. So yeah. So if you have patterns, see what's working and see how you can do it again. Right? See how you can do it again. This is what people do when they have viral videos. They recreate the viral video, or they recreate things that they've done in this viral video in order for them to create a new one. So yes, that's what I got to say. I said what I said. Nas is better than Jay-Z. Y'all know Jews love her some Jay-Z, so I already knew she was like, nope. And she probably laughing loud too. But it's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. Jay-Z all day, she said, y'all. The answers were mixed. There were a lot of Ludacris fans, including me. I like Ludacris, but again, I think that their style is different. And that just may be me because I really do put people in certain categories, and I may be putting them in boxes. So yeah, they're not the same style of rapper. So yeah. That's my thoughts. So that is all I got for y'all today. We're gonna go more into this tomorrow. About nurturing and loving on your old customers and what can you do. Don't forget, today is the day that you show gratitude to your customers. What can you do to show gratitude to your customers? You want to give them a thank you message, a thank you note, thank you card, whatever you want to do. Give them something and let them know that you appreciate them. And then you want to maybe the next day welcome the new people. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it at the same time. You know, people don't like that kind of thing, right? Don't be giving me those kind of gifts. This is not a gift for everybody. This is a gift for me. So make sure you love on your old people first and then come back around and give the new people. Don't be like, oh, I want to shout out to my old people and hey, new people. We don't want to do that. We're going to separate it. So, yes, that's what I have for y'all today. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. Subscribe, turn on your notifications bell so that you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. Make sure that you, if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay gang, let us know how we did today. If there's anything that you would like to talk about, or if there's any struggles that you have, put that in the chat as well. If anything today resonated with you and you think that somebody else could use it, of course, make sure y'all share it out. We done got closer to the 30K in the 30 days, but we ain't there. I still got one more K to go. I got one more K to go. We are at 29. I need to get to 30. I need to get to 30. So y'all make sure y'all share it out. Share it out. Big Me said my husband would agree with you, Nikki. Period. That's the New York in us. Period. Yes, style is most definitely different. Yep. Yes, indeed. Shameless plug incoming. I go live again tomorrow making cups and showcasing the cups that I have on sale at TikTok. Nice. Watch for my posts. All right. Y'all make sure y'all following Michi's Craft Corner, and craft is spelled with a K. Craft Corner, right, Mich? I think it's Craft Corner. MKK, or is it MKC? It's MKC. Michi's Craft Corner. So it's craft is spelled with the K. So make sure y'all follow her. Put in the chat your handle, please. Big Meech. Chantel says, love Luda. Southern hospitality still gets heavy rotation over here. His children's storybook freestyle is rent free in my head. Llama red pajamas. I was singing that so long. I went to even look for the book because I don't have a kid to get it for, but I wanted to get it because it was living in my head. Like Chantel says, living rent free in her head. Yeah, that was in my head too. So with that being said, everybody, I hope you all have an amazing day. That is Michi's handle, y'all. So make sure y'all follow her. She's going live tomorrow. Make sure y'all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, y'all.